So last week's video was pretty good from a viewing perspective compared to week one anyway, but from a marking perspective, completely useless. Also this week, trying not to break my neck so much. Also, do you want to chill? This laptop's going crazy. Okay, so on Monday, Clint went through the learning objectives for task 2. Turns out this vlog I'm doing right now is actually part of that, so I've got to try and adhere to those targets. I got my academic research cracked. When I was reading through a book about comic book adaptations, I found a quote from another book, which is called Film Adaptations and Its Discontent, which was an absolute goldmine of information for me. And that book has now made up the bulk of my academic research. I've also found a pretty neat little way of collecting my research. There's a little button on the taskbar of my laptop. You click on it and you click on snip and sketch, and then you can do you can highlight and then do annotations. So that's task 1 done on my little task 1 sheet thing. Yeah. All I'm really doing for task 2 is just highlighting the information and then linking it to sort of what's relevant to my argument for task 3. So for example, this quote, it works for me because I'm looking into a TV show called The Witcher, which is based on both a book and a video game, so that's something I can talk about. I've also got an interview with the University of South Wales on the 15th of February, which, that's 2 unis now that I have a conditional offer from. I've also continued with helping out with Harry and the choreography for his Star Wars fight duel thing, which has been a lot of fun. I get to be 9 playing in the street with my lightsabers again, which is, that's the dream. I'm officially ahead of schedule right now, so I've been starting to do my cultural research, which literally includes watching clips from The Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, and so on, as well as interviews, but mostly Lord of the Rings clips so far. Oh, and I didn't expect to, but on Thursday I was helping out with this storm running group. They wanted to submit a video for someone that won an award, so I helped film and edit that. So yeah, that kind of gave me an excuse to use Premiere Pro, which is always fun. I don't really think I'm learning a whole lot. I'm just kind of getting information from books and then using those quotes for my argument. I'm not really learning anything. No, wait, yes I am! I learnt types of adaptations for book to film movies and stuff. So number 1 is transposition, which is the film follows exactly as the book does. So you're thinking Stephen King's own version of The Shining that he made, which is commentary, which is the most used one. Little bits have changed to make the story more film friendly, but overall it's the same thing. So you're thinking Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, The Hunger Games, that kind of thing. And then there's analogy, which is the based on type of stuff. So Game of Thrones, it's a different story, but it's got the same characters, themes, some of the same story, but it is a different canon altogether. I reckon analogy might be the best way to go. Just personally, that's what I'd do. I got so much work done this week. In fact, all through this term, I've been getting so much work done. I can pretty much totally attribute it to this laptop. I mean, it lets me do work at my dad's, at my mum's, college, at a coffee shop, at my girlfriend's house, at my other girlfriend's house. My aims for next week are to finish my cultural research, and that's kind of it. I haven't got much to talk about this week because everything's going as planned, so I don't really have anything to reflect upon because it's just my plan, which is academic, cultural, the bits that I've left behind. That's kind of it for this week. See ya.